Hey there YouTube, it's TheVoid here with another rated battle, taking on Gener1cname? Gener1cname? I don't know. At 1168, I'm at 912 because I just had a rated battle that I recorded at first, but the guy turned out to be a real jerk, and whatnot, so I just deleted the battle. It wasn't worth you guys' time. Definitely wasn't worth mine, so I open up pretty bad, so I'm going to just allure, try and just get something better in my hand. I draw another demise. This is like why in the manju. The manju is gonna make things a lot better. But I mean, like, if I drew 3 trade-ins right now, I could play them all so well right now. I mean, this is just bad. But at the same time, though, again, with just a single trading can turn this around. Because a single trading will get me, can get me at least a Gear Town, and we'll get GG Gener1cname in the graveyard as well, which will get me a OTK. Advanced Ritual Art. Actually, I was thinking Advanced Ritual Arts. I'm just gonna go for the contract, because then I can get a GG Gener1cname into the graveyard and reborn it. And I won't need to hope for a top deck. So it is Gener1's turn. Just off of the avatar, I was expecting fairies, but Rhoda kind of kills that expectation. You know, I was expecting agents or something, because I see that it's like Archlord Christia, I think the name is. I see that thing all the time in the agents deck with Hyperion in it. And it says he's gonna attack into my manju with his DD Warrior Lady, which he rotated. No effect. That's just fine. I'm really hoping that none of those can stop my demise from coming out. I draw a trade-in, which is great. It's kind of funny that I was saying about how I hope I draw one. I do draw one. I'm going to activate it. Draw 2 cards. The Black Salvo and the Decoichi. I mean, this is like just hilarious right now. This turned from really bad to really funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 7 cards in my hand, so I don't need to set anything. I'm gonna try and draw into the Royal Decree, or go Black Rose Dragon and nuke everything before I bring out Demise, just to avoid Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, Bottomless Trap Hole, anything like that, that could stop me from potentially OTKing. So I get the draw off of Decoichi. I draw another trade-in. I'm kind of worried about using this trade-in though, only because if I do, and I don't draw another level 8, it could be a problem. I draw the Terraforming, so I probably have game right now. I'm going to summon the Black Salvo, use the effect, and special summon the Decoichi from my graveyard. Then I'm going to Synchro Summon for the Black Rose Dragon the Macrocosmoses, so that's going to get removed from play, which isn't a big deal, because I'm just going to blow up the Macrocosmos in a minute anyway. Unless he has a Solemn Warning, but then if he does, I won't be afraid of the second warning, and he quits the duel. Ordinarily I wouldn't post this up, but you know what? I had the game this turn anyway. I would have just set the I would have nuked the field, set the Gear Town, summoned Demise, nuked again the Gener1cname Dragon Reborn, the other one in my graveyard, so that is a good game. He probably lost connection, but even still I had the game. I'm going to try and find him and see what he had face down. If he didn't have a 2 warnings face down, or something that could stop the demise from coming out, then this video will be posted. If he did, then it won't be posted because it's not really fair on their part. So the question of the video is going to be, what do you look for most in your opponent? Do you look for someone who's new to the game that you can just pick on, who knows how to play, who's a challenge, who's a great sport? What do you look for most in your opponent? For me, it's definitely sportsmanship. If you want to challenge me to a duel, especially when I have the title of this going to be on YouTube, don't be a bad sport. I mean, my last duel, I made an honest mistake. I didn't see him attack directly. I just saw him end his turn, which was like a mercy thing, which I thought maybe he was giving me another turn. It was an honest mistake, and then after the duel was over, I checked the video and found out that he did attack me directly. I just didn't see it. I admitted it, and I admitted defeat, and he was fine. And I thought everything was fine, and he called me a loser, and the entire duel, he just kind of had this attitude vibe to him anyway. Kind of seemed almost like some just little kid. I'm not really too sure. I'm not gonna sit here and slander him though, but the point I'm trying to make is that sportsmanship is really the big thing. I mean, if I wasn't recording, I would have probably just said, okay, I'll give it to you. But if I figured that since I was, I could just check back anyway. So what do you look for the most in your opponents when you play? So rate, comment, subscribe. And again, I emphasize that subscribe because I get a lot of friend requests, very few subscriptions. So please subscribe. And pass the word around, because I had someone who messaged me saying that these duels were great, and he gave me a few websites to get myself some more views, but they're all paid for websites. I don't want to pay for it. So if you enjoy these duels, pass the word around. Get your friends that are into the game to enjoy these duels too. So rate, comment, subscribe, and again, definitely subscribe. And one more thing, because I probably have the time for the video, which I do. If you guys want to challenge me to be on YouTube, I take all challenges as long as you know how to play the game. I had someone that challenged me that they just didn't understand the rules. They thought that they got some of that tributes and whatnot. Just know how to play the game. I'm not saying know all the advanced rulings like priority and whatnot, but know at least the basics, the difference between a special summon and a normal summon, all that stuff. What a synchro summon is, how traps work, how quick play spells work. Just know the basics to the game. I'm not saying no priority and the different phases of the battle step. So if you want to duel me, I accept all challenges as long as you follow that criteria. And the only way I wouldn't post it on YouTube is that if it's a really bad duel, and I mean really bad, because some of the duels I put up are really short, like this one was, because he quit, but I did have the game anyway. But if it's something like you DC and I'm pretty sure I don't have the game, I won't put it up. But if it was a rage quit, I will definitely put it up. And if it's somewhere I know I have the game, I'll put it up. But if it was something like just really bad, like if no one draws anything throughout the entire game, or if it's definitely if it's an FTK deck, I won't post it. I don't like FTK decks. I play Empty Jar. I'm never gonna post an Empty Jar FTK deck duel, because they're just not fun to watch. They're fun to play if you're the FTKer, but not if you're on the other side of it. So I won't post those videos up. So rate, comment, subscribe. You're free to challenge me. And see you soon, YouTube.